Welcome to For Felliness, Belly Snake.
Dawnlight, welcome to For Felliness, Belly Snake. Illumination from the ancestors, guiding your path today.
Every day, someone's little girl, daughter, sister, girlfriend, fiance, wife, cousin, mother, auntie, grandmother, great-grandmother, elder, disappears, shattering a family, a community, the world. There is something we can all do. Remember them.
family, or finding those things that just really bring us that connection, that connectivity piece. So really understanding that value. So again, this is by Freya, and the understanding that you have that energy and that management of that energy between the physical sensory input, the spiritual brain, and the memories that exist between it. That gem, that ring of Frodo, called our memories. Our memories store and manage our those experiences and those interpretations that we've provided on that experience. So it's super important that we recognize the value in that, and that we recognize that there are tons of influential energies out there, and there will always be influential energies. And whether those influential energies be here on the physical plane, where we're seeing advertising and commercials and people trying to convince us of certain things, those influential energies will constantly exist. They will always exist. The key is, how do we respond to them? Is which do we allow and which do we deny? By recognizing our authentic self, we're able to recognize that which is trying to convince us to be inauthentic, to separate, to break from what is our true self. So it's very, very critical that we recognize these influential energies for what they are. Now, as I mentioned before, all influential energies are not bad. What did you do? Must be careful. Sorry, my familiar is probably scratching her ear and probably her foot stuck in it. But ultimately, recognizing the influential energies that we have in our lives and being able to manage those is exactly what Freya teaches us today. As we get ready for the weekend and kind of taking that time to rejuvenate, to recharge those batteries, now is the time for us to recognize those energies and to society, not where everybody else wants to put them, but where we get to make the decision. Remember, you're the master of your mind. No one else has a charge of that, right? So you are in charge of your mind. All right. As always, we are at that point where we are looking for our runes. And what do our runes say today? Our rune, will you stop? What do our runes say today? Well, nope. I actually drew it the other way. So it is this way. So Thorzaz is our rune for today. Thorzaz, of course, represents the god Thor. And it recognizes direction. And we get to make that choice. Again, going back to our previous statement, we get to make the choice. We get to make the decision as to where this energy is going to go, where we're going to push it. And we get to make that choice. So it is definitely our directed energy. So there we go. All right. That said, I need to and to talk about how we can use this energy for our day to day and certainly over the weekend to make sure that our batteries are where they need to be. All right? So we will be right back.
Precision when it matters. Raven Crossbows delivers accuracy and speed for serious shooters. See the lineup, sign the link in our description.
It's happening.
It's in the air.
The time is now.
We're all waking up.
We're waking up.
We're all waking up.
It's all shifting.
New vibrations.
It's you.
It's you.
It's me. It's all of us.
Together.
A new time.
A new day.
A new energy.
A new energy.
New reality.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
Awaken with us.
NewRealityTV.com.
Map the bright threads. Finding the Good is a community project collecting everyday wins, kindness, repair, courage. Join in it.
All right, and we are back. Thank you so much for taking that break. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends and family over here at New Reality TV, newrealitytv.com, a wonderful streaming channel dedicated to a spiritual perspective that hopefully resonates with you and helps you to find your path forward. So do check them out, newrealitytv.com. I also want to point out, Find the Good. I don't know if you can see my little tag here. Wait, where am I? There we go. No, way over here. Oh, who knows? It's over here somewhere. Where is it? Right there. Find the Good. A wonderful community dedicated to finding the small wins. So do check them out, as well as many of our other affiliates at akumedia.akoutlaw.com/sponsors. So check them out for sure. All right. Well, today's show is actually brought to you by Raven Crossbows. Every legend has a keystone. That piece that makes the whole thing sing. Raven Crossbows is that keystone. Tight, fast, and unwavering. Crafted for accuracy when a single shot must decide the story. Carry the sure hand into the wild. Learn more, again, at our website, akumedia.akoutlaw.com/sponsors. So check them out, as well as many others. Wonderful individuals who support the show. All right, so today we're talking about energy. We're talking about management of that energy, and certainly management of that influential energy that attempts to change us and alter us and manipulate us in ways that we don't want to go. Remember, you must be your authentic self. The more authentic we are, the more space we have within the horn of feeling to convert our biochemistry back into energy and be able to manage it. So that's really the key, is as we live our authentic lives, as we come to know who we are and what we're about, we can eliminate that silt that sits at the bottom of the horn of feeling, thereby giving us more room to embrace emotional conversion and manage it appropriately, right? So super important. All right. So with that said, today, what I'd like us to focus on for today, Friday, and certainly over the weekend, is we're going to look at returning energy back to ourselves. So by spending a little bit of time. So we're going to look at how do we focus our energy. Well, remember, a couple of shows ago, we talked about energy that will go where we are looking. Okay? So if we concentrate on a particular thing, that's where we send energy to it. Right? So whatever it is. So as an example, if you were to have tooth pain and all you could think of was that tooth, there you go. That's what it's going to continue to hurt, because you're focusing on that finite little piece. Right? So in much the same way, we're going to use that same kind of thinking to put energy back in us, into our healing. So instead of focusing on our tooth, we are going to focus on the wholeness of us. So what I would advise is you to take either a picture or stand in a full-length mirror where you can see the entirety of the self, your entire physical form, what you look like, right? What you look like from a third party. Now, this exercise is very important so that we can see the entirety of the self, particularly if we have injuries, or if we're feeling achy or feeling this, that, or this other thing. We can focus on that part of the picture, but we have to get the entirety first. So we're going to close our eyes, and before we close our eyes, what I'd like you to do is get a picture, and we'll say this here is a picture here, and we'll say a little picture. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on that picture. I'm going to focus, and this picture now is a full-length picture of you. All right, full body. It'd be really convenient if someone could take a picture of you on your phone or something. All right, but we're going to take a picture and we're going to stare at it for a few minutes. And what I want you to do is look at the picture, and I want you to find all the details. I want you to find all the little creases, all the little stains maybe of your clothes, maybe your hair. Just note everything you can from this picture, okay? Got that in your mind now? All right. So now what I want you to do is close your eyes, and I want you to put this picture right there. I want you to focus on that picture. And with this picture in your mind, I want you to focus on the details. I want you to see the creases, the lines in your face. I want you to see the way your hair is laying. I want you to see every little detail that you can draw up, right? And I want you to do that full length. I want you to see all of you standing there in front of you in your mind's eye. I want you to focus on that. Look at the entirety of you. Does your outfit match? Do the shoes go with the pants or whatever? Okay? No judgments though. No judgments. So if the shoes don't go with the pants, no big deal. We're just looking at the entirety of the self. Now, with ourselves in our minds, I want us to think about those things that are not right. Maybe you're having aches and pains around your elbows. Maybe you're having aches and pains around your knees. For those of you who live in Alaska, you probably are already getting back pains. We got our first dump of snow last night, here in Anchorage anyway. I know the northern communities have already gotten theirs. But here in Anchorage, we got our first pretty good dump of snow last night. So maybe your back is already hurting thinking about that, right? So think about what hurts, right? Still, keep yourself full length in your third eye. But I want you to think about what's hurting, right? Got that in your mind? Now, I want you to kind of move your view in your mind around to where these pieces that are hurt are. Right? Take a look at those. Look closely at them. Now, if you can, imagine, kind of peeling back layers of clothing. Get back to the actual skin, where you're looking at your physical body, right? In the area that you're concerned with. Okay? I want you to focus on it. Focus on that area. Find the creases, find the details, find the color changes, find every little detail you can about it. And you're welcome in your brain to kind of, say it was a knee, you want to kind of go around the knee. Remember, perspective changes. We're going around the knee, but we're focusing on that knee. Your brain knows that this is your knee because we started with the full-length body. And now we're at your knee, and we've peeled away the clothing, and we're looking at our flesh, at our skin. And we're going to move around our knee. We're going to, like we're, kind of sitting on one of those wheeled chairs, we're going to kind of rotate around the knee, and we're going to look at the knee. And then what I want you to think in your brain, while you're looking, focus, your imagery is here. Your imagery is on the knee. Think about the pain going away. But just think about that as a kind of a separate thought, right? So we still have ourselves here, and now we're going to think about things leaving, right? We're going to think about that pain leaving the body. Now, again, you're concentrating and you're directing the energy. Now, the thing that I need you to remember here is we spoke about influential energies. Influential energies go both ways. So not only can you be influenced by outside energies, you can influence outside energies in much the same way that they influence you. So if your knee is telling you, we're not going for a walk today, you can tell your knee, yes, we are. Right? So the influential energy highway goes both ways. All right? So with yourself, you're looking at your knee, you're looking at the details of your knee, you're thinking of the pain leaving the body, going away. And I want you to do that several times, whenever you get a minute. It doesn't have to be 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be, it can be 5 minutes. Just take a moment, sit in your chair maybe, or whatever's comfortable. And I want you to close your eyes, put yourself in center, and then scroll down to whatever is bothering you, and then say, go away, right? One of the things we have to remember is energy goes where we direct it in our own form. This is called balance. And balance means that we can be influenced and that we can influence. This is the choice that you have each and every day, each and every minute of every day. So I hope that you will embrace that and take some time this weekend to think about, healing the heart. Something happened to where I'm feeling very sad, very upset, whatever. Me, look at my heart, look at the event that triggered this feeling. Could I have done something different? Why am I feeling this way? Ask yourself these questions. Get down to the root of why you're feeling this way, and you'll begin to eradicate the emotional connection with the memory. Many people say, well, once things are stuffed in memory, that's it, they're good to go. No, they can be manipulated, even in the pastures of memory, as my ancestors would refer to them. In the pastures of memory, we can still manipulate by uncoupling emotional energy from the actual experience. And we do that by learning, by illuminating, okay? And that's part of the process. We're going to learn, grow, evolve. How much I appreciate you guys this morning. I apologize being late. Traffic is just at a crawl. Again, as I mentioned, we did get a big dump of snow here in Anchorage, so I'm kind of behind the curve a little bit. I do appreciate you guys sticking with me. And for those of you listening on KW, so much for joining. You can listen to the radio station. You can certainly support the radio station. It is a nonprofit radio, so if you do find music that you like that's being played there, by all means, feel free to support them. If you are a musician and you'd like to see your music presented, by all means, drop the station manager at kwwp.org. There you can get your music on the radio. And so, and they have, I believe they're going to pretty soon, I'm not sure when, but they're supposed to have a featured artist segment where they're just going to present music from And in the meantime, I wish you the absolute best Freya's Day. I hope that you are able to pull in energy that you need to heal and grow and to be where you want to be going forward. So I love and light, and we will see you again on Mani's Day, where we will embrace a new week and a new energy. So look forward to seeing you then. Love and light, my friends.